Hello and welcome to another Writerly Witterings. Very cold in here. I'm extremely glad to have a good hoodie that keeps me warm. Thank you, Salt Rock. I am finishing a book currently. I've got another book I've got to write. But this year I've had an enormous number of difficulties because my lovely apple isn't here anymore. This is another lovely apple. The original one went horribly wrong back in March time, and because of that I lost all of my data and everything else because the backup disk basically failed, and so it overwrote my main system with gobbledygook, and that cost me 3 weeks plus to get it all sorted out. I then went from that to having another problem, which was that the screen died on this nice old machine that I used to have, and I could do absolutely nothing with it. I had Chinese hieroglyphics in bright pink going down the screen, so I took it into the local Apple dealer and said, what's wrong with it? And apparently the graphics card had blown, so that machine was completely dead as well. So I decided that with the next book, when I had a chance, I would write a book using one of these, a nice old-fashioned fountain pen. This one's great. It's a Visconti, so it takes an awful lot of ink, but the main thing about it is that it just feels so good in the hand. It's very light, it's very easy to write with, and I'm hoping that this is going to make life a bit easier, because I'm going to write the next book longhand. An interesting difficulty with writing things longhand is you need lots of paper. I've been enormously lucky that I've been given a whole bunch of paper by this nice firm Atoma, and I'm going to be writing the book on their paper. I've also been lucky because Diamine Inks have given me 103 different shades and colours of ink, and I'm going to be using their inks, changing the ink every day to write the book. Visconti are also a favourite firm of mine because I really love this pen. I've had it for years, I've used it regularly. So there we go. I've got a number of things. So what's the book going to be about? I hear someone asking in the background, I think. And the book's going to be returning, to an extent, to my roots. I'm going to be writing about the Templars and the Crusades. Now, any more than that, it's a bit difficult to say right now because I don't know what the book's going to be. I'm still finishing the book that I'm currently writing. Last few notes there. So I've got to finish this one off first, but then that means that from about the middle of November I'll be jumping headlong into this project. Now the nice thing is, from the point of view of people who are interested, is that I'll be showing how I set up the structure, how I start planning the book, how I develop characters, all that kind of thing. I'll be talking about on YouTube and blogging about it. You'll be able to see how far I'm progressing because you'll be able to see how many pages I've written in different colours of inks. You'll be able to see how I'm progressing through each day if you follow me on Twitter, because I'll be doing that. And basically it's going to be a very interesting project for me. I've never written a book longhand. I've always written all my books on a computer. So it's slightly unnerving as a concept, but I do think that having paper in front of me, writing with a pen, I can be more focused in my writing because I won't have the computer suddenly flashing up to say that there's been an email or that there's been a Twitter message or a brother's trying to contact me on FaceTime. Everything will be there on the paper in front of me, and the only reason the computer will ever be on is to play music. I think it sounds like a good idea. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a 3 to 3.5 month project. It will involve quite a lot of fiddling about, trying to reorder paper. Luckily with Atoma you can tear pages out and move them to different sections in your notepad, so that's going to be quite interesting, just working with them. And I'm enthused. This actually is my enthusiastic face. I know you'll find it hard to believe. If I look slightly twitchy and nervous right now, it's purely because there's a Dalmatian down there who is trying to roll over to knock the camera tripod sideways. And she's doing pretty well at it right now. So I think I'm going to go. I'm going to disappear, save my camera from toppling over and being smashed, possibly kick the dog, I'm not sure. And I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Thanks a lot. Cheers.